say I walk like a king, talk like a king. You can act around now, say the same thing. They chasing the fame, they all want the name, but they ain't got what's running through these veins. Make way for the king.
Hi, Assalamualaikum and Salam Sejahtera. Today I would like to present about our easy parking system by Team 3. Okay, let's go for the introduction. So, the idea of easy parking system application came from our experience when we want to park our car inside the shopping mall and public parking. There were so many problems that we faced just to get a parking for us to park our car. So that we came with an idea that can make the parking system more efficient and user-friendly. Alright, so for the problem that we faced, the main problem is we did not know the exact space for the available parking space. And if and only if we know if there is any parking space available, we did not know where it is located. So we need to make a half inside the parking lot around half an hour and so on just to find an available parking space. And then the third one is some irresponsible people make a double park and no one take action about it unless there is a JPJ or traffic police so they can take action with it. But usually there are no one that could enforce, that can take action about it. Okay? And then some of the workers at the public parking space are not there when we want to pay the ticket, and we have to stand in a long line to pay at the auto pay system or auto pay station, especially in the shopping mall. Have you experienced it before? I do. Alright, for the objective of this easy parking system is to ease user to find a parking space by knowing where the available space is. And the second one is to ease user to take action on irresponsible car by making report in the apps. So we will not have to use any workers to enforce, because we are using our user to make a report if there is any something wrong, that the user or the other car make a double park, or they are parking at the parking space but they are not submit their parking tickets and so on. So our user can make a report inside the apps. Okay, and then this application will ease user to pay their car park by using e-wallet or online banking, because it will easy them, other than they have to go for the parking, some sort of parking station to pay the tickets, and other than they have to go to the auto pay and queue for a long queue just for them to pay a ticket. So it is convenient for our user to pay their car park by only using e-wallet or online banking. Alright, the fourth thing is it will decrease the cost of workers to enforce the system by giving user a power to report any car that park without using the apps and provide the proof. So our user can report any car that park but they are not submit their parking in their easy parking system, and the user will have to send a picture of proof. So every report that our user made, it will give the user extra point that can be claimed or redeemed with a free parking ticket. Maybe every 50 point they will get one free parking and so on. Okay, so it will not it will decrease the cost of workers to enforce. So we will not need any workers to enforce the system, because our user itself will help us to enforce it. Okay, so let's say, okay, I will give you a situation. Let's say our user, they want to park. Okay, let's say they want to park at parking C63. Okay, so they go to the C63 parking, and there is a car here, but in the apps the parking lot is available, but there is a car here. So that means the car have not submit their detail in the easy parking system apps, so that this user can report the car here. They can take a picture of it and send a report inside the apps, and the report will go to the Majlis Daerah, nearly Majlis Daerah. Right. And then the innovation, admin can easily forecast how many cars will enter and out from the parking space every day by using phone only, because database is king. So admin can use this database for their marketing and branding and so on. And user will get loyalty point every time they park their car. Okay, so it will make the user to loyal with this kind of system. Other than they are using the normal system, they didn't get any benefit, any extra benefit with it. Okay, so when they use this system, at least they can get loyalty point with it. Okay, and then the apps will provide report site for user to report other cars, and the report will be sent directly to nearly Majlis Daerah. So like I said before this, the user itself will help us to enforce this kind of system. Okay. The next one is the target customer. Our target market is public user, the one that using the public parking. Okay, so we are targeting them. They will use this kind of parking system. And this is our competitors, the public parking tickets. Actually, it is hard for the user to find these public parking tickets. They must find the shop that sell these public parking tickets, and they must find a coin to scratch it, and they must forecast themselves how many hours they have to park their car and so on. And it must have someone to enforce this kind of thing. Okay, and then our second competitors is the auto pay system, which is actually it will make hard for the user, especially if it is in a long queue. They have to queue in a long line of queue just to pay for their parking ticket, especially with this kind of pandemic right now. It is hard for them to keep the social distancing. Okay, so that's all from us. Thank you so much, and bye bye.